Step back and see the macro and digest it down to the micro. Trading, investing, and geopolitics from macro down to the micro. Welcome to Macronomics.
Welcome back to Macronomics, guys. Today's been a little late start for me, man. I almost forgot about us. Nah, I just didn't wake up and do my regular structure, so I was actually making breakfast for me and the wife, my partner, making some hash browns, some kale. If you haven't tried kale and bacon, you do not know what you're missing. You chop the bacon up, put it in the pan, cook it with some kale. Good God, one of my favorite things. But anywho, we're here to talk about the macro, what's been happening since last week, etc. So this is where we're at, guys. Today we're going to extrapolate from our experience, something that we've been incorporating, and then we are going to outline the macro. You know what? Actually, let's go ahead and outline the macro, then we'll dive into the details. So where we're at right now, the dollar is slowed down. The dollar has slowed down its reign as far as its trajectory upwards. It was breaking, I believe, 2-year highs. It was going, it was progressively just going higher, but of course it slowed down. Some of this can be contributed, at least from my perspective, that you have demand coming in on the other side, so there's some selling going on. I'm sure there's a lot of factors. The 10-year bond and the 2-year bond seem to be stable, but they also seem to be slightly up, so don't know if this is playing into that. So yeah, the dollar has been up. Excuse me. And this process, the dollar is up, and I'm sorry, I just had a little brain fart. So the dollar's up. What else has been going on in the macro? You know what, guys? It's sometimes it's a little. I can't give the whole overview, especially from my perspective. I can only share what I've been, honing in on. So the dollar index specifically is what I've been keeping a close eye on. It's up. It's been up, but since last week, I believe on Friday, it's slowed down and it's actually been coming down. And so I've been trying to utilize this information to set some trades, and specifically, I actually got into a trade with Euro USD and USD JPY, and I got into these trades because they were actually headed the other way. The Euro USD was actually headed up. It was a strong move upwards, and I actually want to get into this trade to the downside. The reason being, from my experience, I started to see that when you get together with and these with these trends, right? You're able, for me, if you stick to the trend, not that you'll be better off, but you'll be able to have more conviction. So Euro USD has been in a strong move down the past couple of weeks and months, actually. And so what I like to do, I want to look for a strong move up and then down, which is what I did with this and Euro USD JPY. Now, what happened, man, that was a little frustrated. So with USD JPY, I decided to exit the trade because it started to consolidate. You want to take the profits that the market offers you, and if you're convicted to this angle, then you head back up and you get back into the trade. So I just took the profits off the table with USD JPY, but with Euro USD, right, I got in a great position and made a strong movement down. Well, there's about 30 pips our way, and then I hop on this morning to check it, and it is it was about 70 pips down. Here's where I messed up, guys. I had a stop loss, right? It was like 1 to 10 stop loss. So I wanted to minimize my loss, even though it was already low. I think it was $9. It was $9, right? This, I moved the stop loss so that we'd only lose $3 if the trade went against us. This was a huge mistake because first off, look at the risk reward that you're getting, right? About $15 to make 100, right? Or 15 pips for about 100 pips, depending on the pip value that you're adding. So for me, what I did is that $9, what I should have did is took a close eye on the structure. Something I've been implementing is placing my stop loss right above structure. And sometimes this can be helpful if the instrument is moving in your direction. But what you got to be careful of is when the instrument starts to move against you. You want to give it some breathing room. I didn't give it some breathing room. The trade closed out. And I actually haven't been back into this trade to dissect it and extrapolate its lessons. But overall, what we've learned from it is that, listen, guys, give your trade some room to breathe. If you get in at a good price, you're able to extrapolate the macro perspective and understand the trends that's happening in real time. You're able to analyze the charts technically and get into a position to where you think this is a great risk reward. Let the trade breathe, man. Do not chase this damn trade. If you got a 1 to 10, let that 1 be. And I'm talking to me here. This is why I'm a little passionate, because I was frustrated that I let myself get to this. And this is where your discipline and your rules comes in. Give your trade some room to breathe, and it's okay if you're risking just a little bit more, okay? Give your trade some room to breathe because you want to be aware of how the market moves, okay? Do not place your trades based on how much you want to lose. Place it on the structure, right? If you got in at a good position, where I was at a great resistance area, right? I was at a strong resistance area. It already proved to be a great resistance area on the 4-hour and on the daily, all the way down to the 1 hour. Things were looking fabulous, right? But see, what happened was I overanalyzed. And as you move forward, and again, I'm talking to me here as well, you start to solidify your rules and you don't get lost in the sway of these random decisions when you're looking at charts. You hop on there, you're able to isolate the parameters that coincide with your rules. You step into the trade, you let it be. There's no emotional attachment. You're not ruminating over these trades when you're not at the computer. You simply set your parameters and you let go. You let go. Now, of course, sometimes you need to... So, one second, guys. Hello? Yes, this is Teresa with who? Oh, okay, yes, yes. Sorry about that cutoff, guys. So we were simply saying definitely follow your rules. Start to set your parameters as you get into these trades. Um, Now, I did say last week we would correlate our experience. So this past week we was, I believe we didn't actually have too many trades. That is primarily because we have been there's just been a lot going on, and we've been setting our parameters to learn how to get into the trade. So, overall, today's insight, guys, is place your rules and then follow them. Okay, don't be like me and let a trade get to an area and you start chasing it. Let it breathe. Set your parameters. Let go of it. Okay, let go of it.